I feel like everybody, has probably heard a song that's been worked on here. I think a lot of these songs have touched a lot of different people, and I know for myself, it made a massive impact on my life. I'm Nick Mack, Chief Engineer of Electric Feel Studios. I'm here in our A room in Los Angeles. Every time I come in here, I think of all the records that have been done in here. Pretty much any Post Malone song you've ever heard has been cut here in this room. Halsey, some of her records have been done here with Loose Bell. 24K Golden, Ian Dior, just to name a few more. Just this creative energy that lingers. I always feel that when I walk in here, and it just feels like I'm at home, and the energy just kind of like radiates through the building. My first time working with Post was in 2015 on Stony, and to put that record on and listen to the songs we did, takes me to a different time somewhere else, and it's kind of nostalgic. Electric Feel is a management company with I'd like to think of it like a cornerstone, the studio side of things, to support our artists that are on the roster and our producers that are on the roster. Also do mobile recording, have multiple locations, not only here in the US, but also in Europe. So I think that's something that's very unique to Electric Feel, not only the management side, but also mobile recording solutions. I like to call it EF Anywhere. My computer system, for me personally, it was very crucial putting it together. I have to remain mobile. I have to remain dependable and reliable. My whole thing is prepared, not scared. The more prepared you are, the more likely you are to be successful. So first of all, I run my entire system off a battery backup. And then also the hard drives. That is one of the most crucial components of digital audio recording. Before using OWC drives, I have definitely used other drives and had failures. My solution for that is definitely OWC drives. I think 2013 or 14. When I was working on a MacBook Pro, I was introduced to the data doubler. I was able to pull my spindle drive out and add the data doubler and get 2 SSD drives. That not only made my system, sturdy, robust, dependable, fast, but it also lasted me up until 2019. I definitely kept the OWC lineage with my system because I know I can depend on it. Specifically in my mobile rig, the drive that I rely on every day as my working drive is the Envoy Pro. And the thing that I like about it is that I've had 0 issues with that drive. I'm not waiting when you press record. There's not a lag. There's no 9173 errors that are going to happen. Thankfully here at Electric Feel, in all of our rooms, we feature the OWC Envoy Pro drives. For a backup, we use the Thunder Bay 4 Mini. Backing up in that fashion, working drives to the backup drives to another backup, and then also a master that is separate and not plugged in, gets backed up every so often just for a safety fail, just in case that goes into a gun safe. On top of that, the docks too as well. The docks are amazing because you get all these people that come in and they might have their own computers or laptops or whatever, but sometimes they do want to connect to our system, and being able to connect in any way in a no-compromise solution, I'm all about that. Very thankful for OWC for creating products and solutions that just work, get the job done, do it in a really elegant way. For me as chief engineer, someone who gets the phone calls when there's a technical issue or a problem, the last one I ever want to get is a data issue. A data issue is probably the worst thing that you can get. So I've never experienced that since using OWC drives. There's no time for failure. When you're working on a session and everyone's in the room, they're throwing their ideas out, they're trying to get the art to stick to the canvas. The last thing you want to say is, we have a problem. All the stuff you guys just did is gone and we can't get it back. I don't want that for my reputation, I don't want that for the studio's reputation, and I don't want that for the artist. So that's why I rely now more than ever on OWC drives.